Hey Frugivore, I'm Freelee. Welcome back to the Frugivore Diet channel. So today's video, we are going to check in on Blogilates, on Cassie from Blogilates, the channel Blogilates. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. So I saw a comment from one of you on the latest video, on the Romy Stredgered video, saying, would you react to Blogilates again? She has lost a lot of weight since you made the video on her years ago, but severe restriction. Her latest What I Eat in a Day has basically no carbs at all, and she is constantly doing starvation cleanses, etc. She does have a TikTok. So I went over there, okay? I went over there and yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it and try and help Blogilates because I have been trying to help her for many, many years, but she seems to be still on this roller coaster or this like dieting restriction roller coaster. We need to get her off. All right, so if you want to see more of these videos, vote on the video, whether it's thumb up or thumb down. Just vote and comment, leave a comment. It helps the algorithm, helps share this message. Okay, let's check out what Blogilates has been up to as far as food goes. Okay, wow. It has been a minute since I've been on Blogilates' channel. It has been a while. And some of you would remember back in the day, 2016, around that time, when I was making videos trying to help Cassie make the connection between what she's eating and her weight gain and weight loss and everything, and how restriction wasn't working and the animals. I was trying to help her make the connection, but she did not see it that way, and she was trying to get my videos down. So if you haven't seen that whole battle, you can go to my main channel, Freelee the Banana Girl, and put in Blogilates Freelee, and those videos will come up. Oh, but here we are again. And she has 5.53 million subscribers, which is an incredibly large amount, but it's obvious that her viewers are not getting all her videos sent to them. So her last video 3 weeks ago has had 128,000 views, which is a lot. Okay. Which is a lot still, right? Put that amount of people in front of you. Imagine how many that is. And the video is What I Eat in a Day photo shoot prep. So hopefully her message has changed, right? Hopefully she is being a really positive example for the young women that are watching her, because that's important. We need to care about our fellow frugivore females in particular, right? We need to look after our sisters. So let's get into it, shall we? Come on, don't disappoint. Let's do it. Like, Cassie, you got this now, right?
I wanted to show you guys what I eat in a day to prepare for a photo shoot or a video shoot. I am a couple weeks out from our photo shoot.
Okay, wow. She does look very slim. She did look very slim in that little snippet she showed there. And look, I just want to make a point here firstly, is that she is wearing makeup. And when we wear makeup, when we wear essentially face paint, it can cover up the evidence of our diet, of the effect our diet is having on us, because it is our largest organ. Remember, this is our largest organ of elimination. And if we put paint over the surface, then it can cover up the effects, the evidence to others. So it's just important to make that point. I'm not saying she's a bad person for doing it or anything like that, but I am saying that we cannot see the actual truth. There is a layer between us, so we can't see that. And this is how it goes when you're not eating your proper diet. It's going to be expressed in your skin. And it was myself when I used to put makeup on. It's been nearly 4 years that I haven't put on the face paint, and it feels amazing. My pores can actually breathe. So anyway, that's a point to start with.
For the marble collection for Pop Flex. It's our best fitting collection yet. It is so good. Anyway, I want to make sure that I'm feeling good, I'm looking good, and that begins with how I'm eating. I want to make this really clear that how I eat to prep for something like that is different than how I typically eat.
Okay, so that's an interesting one, right? How she usually eats is different from how she does for this prepping for this photo shoot. There's like a label or whatever she has that she's pushing. So when you eat your biologically designed diet, your fruit-based diet, frugivore diet, even raw till full, your body eventually just becomes prepped all the time, photo shoot ready. You are ready. You are in shape. You're how you're meant to be, because every animal in nature eating its species specific diet is effortlessly lean, fit, and healthy, because that's the way our creator, nature, the sun, or whoever intended us to be, effortlessly. We don't have to restrict. We don't have to do cleanses, all of that rubbish. Okay. We just have to eat how we're meant to. So I just want to make that point. Okay. So she's restricting, obviously. This is kind of like a nice way. I don't want to use that word, but it's a nice way of saying I'm restricting.
How I typically eat includes fun foods like cake, cookies, but like not all the time.
Okay, so she calls this fun foods. Wow, that looks... What kind of coloring has been used for that? What has that kind of color? Seriously, that looks like fake fruit to me. Really does, right? Fun food to me is food that makes me feel amazing, look my best, feel my best, and also tastes awesome. And like, that is fruit. I mean, did you know that you can eat a different fruit every day for the rest of your life and not try all the fruits that nature has to offer? That's how many fruits there are. Sure, you're not in contact with all of them, but, you could make that happen where you try and, experience these exotic fruits. But anyway, I digress. These are the foods, the fun foods, she says, that she eats sometimes.
Because if I eat that stuff all the time, I will be bloated, my skin will break out. And honestly, I just don't like how lethargic it makes me feel.
Cassie, you can be photo shoot ready like 24/7 without restriction. Can you believe it? It is actually possible, and I'm living proof. Right. I don't want to get any leaner for a photo shoot. I don't have to. I'm constantly like this. I'm never bloated. She was talking about bloating. I'm never bloated. This is just my constant state is like lean because of a fruit-based diet. I recommend Raw Till 4 to you. Get on the program, sister. It's been so long. It's not working for you to go back and forth. It's not good for your body, not good for your metabolism to keep going back and forth, gaining, losing. Not good for your psychological state either. So get on a lifestyle that works, that keeps you lean, like I am. As you can see, when I'm sitting down, I have a lean belly, I have no bloating, and it's because of a fruit-based lifestyle. And this is the Amazon book, Raw Till 4, or you can get a link to the ebook, all my ebooks, 3 of my ebooks, for the price of dinner and movie to change your life forever. So seriously, you can see, like, there's no, even when I'm sitting down, there's no problem at all. And all of you can get to this point, and I'm not saying we're all going to look exactly the same, but you can be lean, fit, and healthy like the human frugivore is designed to be.
Because if I eat that stuff all the time, I will be bloated, my skin will break out, and honestly, I just don't like how lethargic it makes me feel.
Okay, so why would you eat it then, and why would you call it fun food? That sounds like painful food. That does not sound fun at all to me, right? It's just because she's not meeting her basic needs, right? You can see that. You know what I'm about here. I know a lot of you are about it too. You're about the fruit-based. So you can see the easy connection here that she still seems to not be making. Cassie, what's going on? It's been so long. You just fruit restricted.
I am eating gluten-free, dairy-free, added sugar-free.
Good.
It's pretty much exact.
I wouldn't worry about not having the added sugar. I would worry about not having the added animal bits and pieces. That is way, way, way what you should be focusing on.
What the 90-day journey meal plans have.
Okay, so she's got her meal plans here. She's selling some meal plans, and I can see zoodles with meat sauce. Eek, why you want to do that to the zucchini? Zucchini abuse is not funny. Seriously. So zoodles, like I have zucchini noodles, which is a spiralized zucchini, but it's not for like carb depletion purposes or calorie depletion purposes. It's just because I eat raw. So that's just like another texture, but I get enough calories from sweet fruit during the day. So it's not having an impact, but she's doing it to replace the actual proper, like cooked pasta. And obviously I'm not supportive of that. So yeah, it's just more carb restriction, right?
In them. So I'll show you what I'm eating, and I'll also take you grocery shopping with me, okay? So every single morning, I start off by drinking ice cold lemon water.
Ice cold?
I fill up my...
Wow, ice cold lemon water. I mean, I know the lemon water, a lot of these women are using it. If you see a woman using lemon water to start their day, then a lot of the time it is going to be because they are constipated. They don't have enough bulk coming in, enough fiber. So they have to try to initiate the peristalsis, initiate a bowel movement by essentially irritating the gut, irritating the intestinal tract. So just remember that. Ice cold.
64-ounce bottle. And yes, this is the new PopFlex water bottle. Okay. I'm so excited about it because look at the stars. How cute are the stars? And look at this cap. So cute.
Right, so she's always trying to sell something. But anyway, okay.
I drink about 2 of these 64-ounce water bottles a day. Now that means it's 128 fluid ounces, which means that's a gallon.
What's all that ice going in there? Huh, that's bizarre. So she has a gallon. So I think that's around 4 liters or so, 3.8. Yeah. Okay, that's a lot of water, but there's ice going in.
Now, I know for a lot of people that's a lot, maybe too much, but for me, because I am super active.
Okay, so she is super active. Let's keep that in mind. She just said, I'm super active. Okay, so that means that she needs to have enough fuel coming in, right? Or else she's just going to be flailing in her life. She's not going to be feeling good. So
that works for me. It helps keep my skin clear. It helps keep my digestives moving. And also, it gives me energy. That is a non-negotiable.
Hang on. Water doesn't give you energy in the way of fuel. I think that's what she's talking about. It doesn't give you energy. Sure, it helps your body because you are 70% plus, probably 75% plus water. So getting in the water is great. You know, I'm supportive. I think that's fantastic. But when it comes to Cassie, I am very suspicious. I'm very suspicious of this practice being more about filling her gut, trying to avoid eating, because she is doing this like restriction. She's been doing this for years, these restrictive, she's going around in circles. She's still headbutting the wall. I can see that because she gains weight, she loses weight, she gains weight. You know, she's on this roller coaster of restriction, I call it. And we need to help her get off. Cassie, what are you doing? I don't give up on her. We don't give up, right? We're still here years later trying to help, but it is disappointing to see. And look, this water trick sounds more like it's ice water, sounds more like she's trying to get calorie burning kind of benefits from it. You know, because like the body has to somewhat work to bring the water to room temperature. But like seriously, the calories burned on that are just going to be negligible. It's going to be something like 5 calories or, you know what I mean? 10 calories at the maximum. It's not going to be worth it. It's just another gimmick. Come on, Casey.
Every single day, I start off with ice cold lemon water. All right, so I'm about to go on my run.
It doesn't really seem like it's a really like a tropical place where you would maybe justify a bit of ice water, but I didn't even have it because I have room temperature because it's much healthier for your digestion and your body in general. You don't want to make your body work harder unnecessarily because you're just going to take essentially energy from it, energy from your day. So it looks like it's kind of cold there. So this obviously is, yeah, it is just very suspicious in the weight loss gimmick kind of category. I think it is. So he's going for.
And I don't eat breakfast for my run, not because I'm trying to do fasted cardio, but because it just hurts my stomach. It's just too early for digestion. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. You know, like when I go for a jog, I don't eat anything before it. There's not much point. As long as you get it in afterwards, you get in the glucose, the fructose, you get in the carbohydrates. That's very important. 2 miles. Okay. Yep. Yeah, she did it. Yep. Okay.
2 miles down.
I think she's got makeup on. So she has makeup on during her exercise session, which I really, really cannot stress it's not a good idea, okay? Because your pores need to expel during this time. They need to expel what's internal that needs to come out because this is your organ of elimination, your largest organ of elimination. So imagine you're putting like a blocker on the outside. You're putting on this film of insulation so it cannot come out properly. So you're going to cause issues there, and you're probably going to get the makeup, the paint seeping into the pores as well. Like that kind of like transfer going on is not obviously good.
Grab some water, do some weightlifting and Pilates, then breakfast.
Okay, she's really flexible. That's awesome. I'm impressed that she's keeping up with working out. But remember, that does increase the amount of calories she needs, right? And the amount of energy.
Today we are going to have omelets. I'll cook one version for Sam and one version for me. And Sam is having a full egg.
Wow. So Sam is going in on
the omelet with meat inside and ranch dressing on his salads. I'm having an egg white omelet with veggies and a salad, and I
mean, that just to me looks like dead. Even the lettuce, I'm sorry, does not look too inviting. It looked like one of those really old ones. And there's a teeny bit of tomato on top and egg white omelet. Yuck. I'm just like, there's no appeal whatsoever. This is purely the body, sculpting, building kind of craze. I've been through it myself. When will these people learn this isn't the way?
Roasted butternut squash. It is so good.
Okay.
So this is my meal. This is Sam's meal. My butternut squash turned out a little.
Well, so you got some butternut squash. That's great. It looks very cooked, but I'm glad to see it's plant-based, and I'm supportive of squash for sure. Yeah, that's great. I mean, but first thing in the morning, especially after training, sweet and juicy, baby, sweet and juicy. After your run, you need the hydration. Your body has been fasting essentially overnight with no water or not much water. So you need to get some in there, right?
Burnt, but it's still really good. And these will mostly be mine.
Yeah, yeah, okay. We can eat. I hope you like it.
Oh, all right. So there must be a partner, I'm assuming. So egg white omelette. Yeek. No, very bland with salad and butternut squash. There's not a lot of glucose and fructose here, right? It's just another low carb dish. 367 calories. Yeah, not enough carbs, too much fat, too much protein. That's basically what we have here. So hardly any calories. It's only like 3.5 bananas. I mean, at the most. That's not enough for her to start her day. That's wow.
And then my new favorite here is this Yellowbird habanero sauce. I'm just gonna put it all over.
Okay, so there's probably some either artificial sweetener in there or some fructose and sucrose. There's got to be some sweetness in there, right? Because she's a frugivore and it's very bland what she's eating there. You know, it's just not sweet. You know, this meal that she had is not sweet, so she's got to add some sweetness. Because she's
waiting to eat that nectarine. So I took one out and
oh, wow. That sounded like an apple. That sounded like she was literally eating an apple. Did you hear the crunch?
I took one out.
So a nectarine should never be crunchy like that. Okay, you've got to wait until it is soft and the sugars are fully developed. That's when it is the best for you, and it's not going to cause you any digestive distress. It probably would be fine anyway, but it can maybe upset the stomach because you're not meant to eat it like an apple when it's like crunchy. It's meant to be soft and delicious and juicy. So she's really excited about it. She's excited about getting some sweetness. And maybe she still gets some sweetness in there, but it's not going to be anywhere near as sweet as when it's ripe. So 70 calories. Okay, so she had the 367 plus a 70. What is that, like 450 or something? Like not a lot.
Is so sweet and so amazing. I want to eat the whole thing, but one will be good right now because I am going to prepare.
I want to eat the whole thing. One will be good right now. Oh, she means a whole packet? Girl, come on. I've been making videos for you for years. You can eat the whole packet. Eat 3 of the packets of nectarine, but when they're ripe. So she's only having 1 nectarine. Okay.
Dinner. Good boy. So for dinner, we're going to go Asian inspired.
Hang on. Hang on a second. Is she really at dinner already? What? She had 370 plus she had the nectarine. That was 70. So that's like 440 calories. She only had 440 calories for her whole day. She worked out. We saw that. She did like double, kind of like she did the some weight training as well as some running. Holy moly, what are you doing, Blogilates?
I'm making myself a chicken breast, zucchini, onion.
No. Okay, so we have the chicken muscle tissue in there and fat tissue. That's just obviously not human frugivore food, and it's not kind to
saute
apples.
Situation with some sesame oil. That'll be really, really good. I'll eat that.
It's 2021. Human frugivores still eating animals. I'm like, that was my head against the wall.
With a side of cauliflower rice, and then for
oh, okay. So she's restricting big time with the carbs here, having cauliflower. And it's one of these situations where, yeah, cool. It is like cauliflower. It's a plant food. Great. It's a veggie, but it's not meant to replace your carbohydrate intake because it's got hardly any in it. And that's why these individuals do it. It's not because they're trying to eat more plant-based. It's just that they're trying to restrict. All right. And that's a sad thing. We don't want people to be eating veggies just to restrict. We want them to eat them because they're healthy, but we also want them to have like actual carbohydrates, namely fruit. Obviously, she needs a lot more sweet fruit. That's blatantly obvious. But rice, okay, rice. She's from Asian, background, ethnicity. Obviously, her culture is so much rice eating, and they're always slim. In the past, before the Western diet infiltrated their, rice high carb diets, rice based. So her thinking that she needs to receive.
This is our meal for dinner. For an appetizer, we're going to have edamame. I love buying the edamame from Trader Joe's. It's already lightly salted.
Yeah, they're actually really quite salty, but they're plant-based.
Just
I like them.
So good.
Edamame is high in protein.
I mean, it's all about the protein, right? We should be saying, you know, such and such food is high in carbs because they're the foods we should be eating because we are frugivores. Unfortunately, things are inverted. Things are just topsy-turvy. So 3/4 of a bag, she ate the edamame, so 150 calories. I would not say they have 150 calories. That's quite a bit, but okay, we'll just give it to her. All right. So, okay, so that then would be, well, you had 440, 540, 590, right? Am I right?
It tastes so good. It's such a fun snack.
Cheers.
590.
Oh, cheers.
A fun snack.
All right, so it is dinner time. Oh, I'm going to put...
Okay, 590 plus 4, so that's 990 plus 33, so that's 1,023. Oh, is that right? 1,023. Holy, she is kidding, right? So far, she's only had like 1,000 calories. Let's just round it to 1,000 because the edamame, I doubt that was that many calories. Wow. Dead bird stir fry.
Hot sauce all over it. Are you?
No. Cassie.
I don't even try my food and I put everything on. Coconut aminos, you guys. So good.
Yeah, because she's just desperate for sweetness, desperate for fruit, desperate for fructose. Really.
That's good.
Good. Mine's really good too.
This is depletion. This is depleting herself. You know, like, and I think even her hair is kind of suffering a little bit. You know, she might even be losing hair doing this, you know, because this is major, major restriction. And, you know, I do not support calorie restriction on any level. What I promote is all about abundance, fruit-based abundance, carbohydrate, high plant-based abundance, right? No more restriction, Cassie. Gosh.
Good.
For dessert, Sam really wanted to try his pistachio ice cream, and I wanted to elevate that too. Plus, I wanted to make a sauteed apple pie situation for me. So what I did was I cut up some apples, I fried it in coconut oil, and then put it.
What are you doing to the apple? What are you doing frying the apple up?
Of cinnamon on top. And to give it that apple pie feeling, I added in some walnuts that I had laying around.
It's basically like apple pie.
I mean, you can make this raw, okay? You can make raw apple pie so easily. It's so really, really easy and tastes amazing. So 309 calories. I don't know if she got that many calories with that. So still under 1,400 calories, right?
Oh my gosh. This is so heavenly.
Look, she's so hungry for fruit. Look, she wants to watch him eat it too. She's like, oh, I just want to live through you. I want to eat like 10 of these, but I can't because I'm restricting and I'm just being silly, but I can live through you and watch you.
Hot club.
Right?
Wow.
We should put that on ice cream.
Yeah.
Then a couple hours after dessert,
Okay, he obviously needs to look at his diet closer because he is carrying quite a bit of extra weight. And maybe she's a feeder. She's feeding him up while she's restricting herself.
a couple hours after dessert, I wanted to have something savory. You know what I'm saying? So
So this seems like this is a strange way to set up your day. So now she's having she had the dinner, maybe she had that really early. Now she's having the dessert, which should have been the main. And now she's having avocado after.
I decided to make some guac and chips. All I do.
She's just so hungry. See, she got to the end of the day. She's like, I just can't do this. This is like 1,300 calories. You know, I need more, obviously. So she's got some. I think there's
I mix in some ripe avocado and a ton of different vegetables like onions, tomatoes, jalapenos, tons and tons.
Oh yeah, I like the mix. I like that mix.
Tabasco.
I love making fresh guac at home because I can.
Okay, so she says it's up to 332, so that's extra. Still under 1,700, still around 1,600, I would say. And I do question whether she's eating what she says as well, even though it is still restriction.
For my final nightcap, I
going to say, is she going to end up getting in bed? What is
decided
this?
to make a peanut butter mud cake, and
She made a peanut butter mud cake. So this has been like a very strange day.
this is so easy to make, you guys. Seriously, all you need is peanut butter, an egg, some almond flour, some almond milk, and you mix it all up together with baking powder.
Don't do this. Please do not copy. Do not copy
Added blueberries, you can definitely do that. You put it in the microwave for a minute 30 and it will rise in your cup.
My tea is brewing right now.
Oh, no, the fact that it has the menstruation in there, just do it without the menstruation, okay? If you have to, there's no need to put it in.
Look at how cute this mug cake came out.
You know what I think is cute is baby male chicks. I think they're so cute and we want them to live, and you are unnecessarily taking their life on their first day of life because you want to eat this muffin cup where you don't have to add the egg. 322. Okay, so maybe she got to 2,000, but I'm just questioning. I'm really, really questioning this, okay? Because I know Cassie wants to lose weight. So I don't believe that she thinks that she can eat as much as 2,000, to keep it down. So I am suspicious.
It was such a great way to end.
Okay, so I got it about right. She's eating it to under 2,000 calories. And look, that's almost sufficient for someone who is kind of just sitting around, all right? But she is working her body, all right? She's working out. You saw that. She's even in gym clothing still from the start of the day. It seems like the same clothing. So 1,983 for her is definitely not enough. And some of you might be like, oh, yeah, that's enough. It's still not enough. You can even have a look. Okay, so she is considered an active female. And what does the USDA even recommend for an active adult female? 2,400, around the 2,400 calories. Okay, so she's still restricting here. You can see that clearly. And whether she's even eating that much is questionable, okay? It is questionable. I'm just going to leave it at that. So the total carbohydrates is 183 grams of carbs, and that is far too low. Okay, that's far too low. It's too much fat. It's too much protein. It's better off she have macros more like around the 500 to 600 grams of carbs. That is much, much better. Okay, that's what she should be aiming for. Aim for 10 grams of carbs per kilo of body weight. All right? For me, that is going to be about 550 grams of carbs. And you can see how lean I am and fit and healthy because I'm eating my biologically designed diet because that's how it's meant to be. So anyway, tell Cassie I made this video for her. We want to help. We want to help her get on track and get off the merry-go-round, get off the yo-yo roller coaster forever, the dieting roller coaster forever. All right. Don't forget to go through yourself, Frugivores, and I will see you tomorrow.